which is the mass incarceration and GEO halt team.
Wow.
We are absolutely dedicated to fighting mass incarceration at every level, and in particular the poison that is for-profit private prisons.
Thank you.
They're taking over the roles that some feel are proper for government, and they're turning it into profit centers for themselves. So let me ask a very simple question. If proper treatment costs this much, and you're in a for-profit business, how much of that are you going to try to take away? As much as possible. As much as possible. I want to share with you about this golden gulag they're trying to bring into your city, in Gary. They want a golden gulag in Gary. And the GEO group does three things very, very well. They all start with L. I like Reverend Spiegelmeier's L from earlier. They're the real losers, right? But how they do it is they do it through their lies, their larceny, and their lobbying. There you go. Take a look at the profits. Just go ahead and pull up the profit report of GEO, and then look at the line item that they spend on lobbying. They are a member. They are deeply entrenched in mass incarceration. They are a founding member, sorry, not a founding member, they've taken over in 2010 of ALEC. Who knows ALEC? The American Legislative Executive Council, right?
Yes.
And what do? They create three strikes laws. Three strikes laws so that if I steal a pack of gum that third time, how long do I stay in prison? Forever. Because you know what's good? Profit streams that last forever. That's what they want. You know what else they do? They fight for mandatory minimums. So that no matter what, no matter the circumstances or situation, no matter the mitigators, no matter the fact of the judges that in some cases we elect, they have no authority, they have no power. They, the GEO group, the profiteers of prison, decide how long you're going to serve. And how many of you know that if you could serve this much and you're a profiteer, where do you want that to go? Up here. That's what they want, longer sentences. You know what else they did? They made sure that there was unclear legislation that seemed to suggest a mandate that we detain, that's the word that they like to use, we detain a certain number, thousands of immigrants a day. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. How many people think immigrants means people who aren't citizens? Who thinks that? It's a reasonable thing to think. But let me ask you a question. How many of you right here, right now, have your passport or birth certificate on your person? Anybody? Three of us. Three of us would not be swept up in an ICE raid right now.
That's true. That's true.
Your legal status as a citizen isn't proven by your driver's license. It isn't proven by a host of things. And I want to remind you of a name, an important name to have in your lexicon here. And that name is Jacadrin Lorcy. Jacadrin Lorcy is a teenager, 14-year-old girl from Texas. She's a woman of color. She's an African-American woman. She was deported to Colombia, where she became impregnated and was held in Colombia for years until she was finally returned to her family, only because her grandmother spent days on the internet, Facebook, looking for her and found the situation. Now, let me tell you something about her. She doesn't speak Spanish. She's 14. The false name she gave when she was caught up happened to be an undocumented immigrant who was 23. And they still sent her. So I want you to know, no matter who you are, no matter how confident you are in your status in this state, it's not enough. It doesn't matter if you think that immigrants look different than you in one way or another. It's not enough, because the people who have been deported improperly, why? Because they're on a fast track. They're on a fast track. That's why they build these detention centers. They build it so that they can ram people through. Guess what? When you're caught up in immigration, do you think you have a right to an attorney? You don't have that right. You don't have that right. You have no resources, you're locked up, and you're on a fast track.
Yes, you are.
That's why, even with President Obama, hope and change we could believe in, right? There have been more deportations under our good president, not fewer, because of why? The fast track. That's why they want us to spend $97 a day locking up a person and pretending like that's income that's going to come to you. How many people have money to go take a nice trip to Boca Raton, Florida right now? Have a nice vacation. Well, let me tell you, if GEO Prison comes here, the money isn't going to you, the money's going to Boca Raton, because that's where GEO
they
Prison
are.
is located. Now, they take $97 to incarcerate somebody for 1 day, whereas if you use community services, it could be as little as $7 with 98% effectiveness. One final comment. When we're asking this question